In the heart of a simpler place, where the winds whispered tales of bygone eras, our family embarked on a journey that would leave the threads of our memories together. Our 30-foot Southern Cross windmill stood tall, weathered by time and memories, awaiting restoration. As the sun kissed the blades of the old windmill, we find ourselves in the midst of a timeless project. Today, beneath the vast sky, we begin the delicate dance of etch primer, each stroke a promise to honour the legacy of this towering structure. The vane and blades, weathered by countless seasons, now stand ready to embrace a new chapter. Etch primer is a type of primer used in the process of painting or coating surfaces, particularly metal surfaces. It's designed to enhance the adhesion of the subsequent paint or coating layers, and the term etch in etch primer refers to its ability to create a slightly etched or textured surface to the metal, which promotes better bonding of the paint or coating. Etch primer typically contains chemicals that help remove oxidization, corrosion, and other contaminants from the metal surface. This prepares the surface for optimal paint adhesion and helps prevent issues like peeling or flaking over time. Applying etch primer to the vane and blades of the Southern Cross windmill is a crucial step in the restoration process. It sets the foundation for a smooth and lasting paint finish, ensuring that the windmill not only regains its aesthetic appeal, but also gains protection against the elements for years to come. And the boys, still young and carefree, have grown into young men. And time, much like the paintbrush in hand, has etched its marks upon them, transforming childhood dreams into the foundations of the future. Eli is unwrapping the final parts of the windmill so that they can put it all together. And so the family works together to assemble the frame, each piece connecting like the threads of our shared history. Assembling a 30-foot Southern Cross windmill is a complex task that requires careful attention to detail. So we've had to prepare the site for where the windmill is going to go down near the well. We've had to make sure the site is level and clear of obstacles, and we had to mark the places where we wanted the holes dug for the cement to go in for the stirrups to hold the legs of the windmill. So that'll be happening in the next few days. So I'll show you that in a video coming up soon. As the bolts tighten and the structure takes form, it mirrors the bonds that tie this family together. Sturdy, enduring, and resilient against the winds of change. And in the midst of the rhythmic clinks and clanks, Paul looks upon his sons. A nostalgic smile creases his face, for he knows the time is near when each will embark on their own path. And these moments, the ones spent restoring the old windmill, will become the foundation upon which their futures are built. The shared sweat and toil, and the wisdom passed down from one generation to the next, these will be the good old days, etched into the fabric of their souls. I just wanted to note that I know that some windmill enthusiasts prefer the natural weathered look of untreated metal, and I actually like that look as well. And if the windmill is purely functional and its primary purpose is to pump water or generate power, some owners may, prioritise maintenance and functionality over aesthetics. But for our windmill, we're not quite sure whether it's just going to be for aesthetics or whether it's going to be able to be functioning or not. So before you decide to paint your windmill, it might be advisable to consider the specific conditions of the location and the intended purpose of the windmill and your own preferences. So some of the considerations that you might want to take into account if you're considering painting your windmill is to think about protection against corrosion. So painting the windmill can provide a protective layer against corrosion and rust, which is really important if the windmill is located in an area with high humidity, exposure to salt air, so near the beach or something like that, and other corrosive elements. Aesthetic appeal, so painting the windmill can enhance its visual appeal, making it a focal point of the landscape. So some people choose to paint windmills for decorative reasons, adding a touch of colour to the surroundings. Then you've got historical preservation to take into account. So Southern Cross windmills, like many other types of historical windmills, are actually unique designs and features that are worth preserving. So painting can help protect these details and maintain the windmill's historical integrity. And then there's also maintenance. So painting can contribute to the overall maintenance of the windmill, and it can help seal and protect the wood or metal components, reducing the likelihood of decay or deterioration. My mum and I actually really liked the look of the grey-green etch primer on its own as well, but I think when you put the etch primer on, it's a really good idea to coat it with another layer of paint. So off-grid living often involves producing your own energy, growing your own food, and being less reliant on external systems. This self-sufficiency can provide a sense of empowerment and reduce dependence on consumer-driven lifestyles. So that's one of the reasons why I'm hoping this windmill will actually function how we want it to, and so that we can be more sustainable, such as using this renewable energy source to contribute to a smaller carbon footprint and help protect the environment. And being able to create your own energy source and live a simpler life often leads to less financial stress or more financial freedom. And that means you need less income to sustain your lifestyle. And simplifying life often means prioritising relationships and spending quality time with loved ones. So we're using this white exterior paint to paint the vane of the windmill. The vane of a windmill is like a component that's typically attached to the rotating shaft of the windmill. The primary purpose of the vane is to catch the wind and convert its energy into rotational motion, which is then used to power various mechanical processes or to generate electricity. The vane is also called a sail or a blade, and it's designed to capture the kinetic energy of the wind and transfer it to the windmill's machinery. The shape and orientation of the vanes are crucial in optimizing the efficiency of the windmill. They're positioned in such a way that they can harness the maximum amount of wind energy and convert it into usable power for the tasks like pumping water, grinding grain, and generating electricity, depending on the specific type of windmill. Off-grid living can provide more time for personal development, learning new skills, and pursuing hobbies. With fewer distractions, you might discover new interests and passion. It also takes the pressure off to keep up with societal expectations and the constant pursuit of material possessions, which can all contribute to stress. So living off-grid and embracing a simpler lifestyle can reduce these stresses, leading to a more relaxed and fulfilling existence. So the base is almost completed, but we're running out of light for today, so we'll have to start again on this project tomorrow. So today we have to finish putting the base together, and then we have to give the vane a second coat of white paint And then we have to start painting our windmill blades. So now that all our windmill blades have been painted front and back with the etch primer, we've got the exciting task of now choosing which colour to paint our windmill blades, and this is where you come in. So with the money donated to us through our super thanks on our YouTube channel, we've bought some different paints, so we've got 5 colours to choose from. This pale lemon colour is called Twist and Shout. And then we've got this orange. This is called Passion Fruit Poppy. And this bright red colour is called Red Splendor. And then we've got this green called Perfect Grass. And then finally we've got this bright blue colour which is called Hot Pop Blue. So out of all these 5 colours, which colour do you think we should use to paint the windmill blades? Let us know in the comments below. The base or the frame is finally completed after a few days of assembly. And I'm painting Chimney Creek Farm on our windmill vane. Here's a sneak peek, but I'll show you the final result in the next video. And as the sun sets on another day, casting a warm glow upon the windmill, there is a hope that these boys, now on the cusp of their own journeys, will one day look back and cherish these moments.